From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Seminole Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And here's Lewis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Good set, good set, good set.
Breeze to throw on second down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
11. Ready. We're waiting. What's up?
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
Here we go. Ready?
Breeze now on first down. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're a short gain on first down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ready. You're waiting. What's that?
On first down, Breeze. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Ready. You waiting?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Now this time Breeze will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Stall off that drive.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Craig Robertson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be 7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taking on the midfield logo. Nice move by Lewis. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was... Very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. We're waiting.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a release.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Khalil Mack coming in. And to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
29. 93.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Ready? 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Four down. Ready. You waiting? Ready, attack.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ready. You waiting? Ready, attack.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Ready. You waiting?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Four down. Ready. Y'all waiting? Waiting, attack.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
You waiting?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready. Y'all waiting?
Here's Breeze. From the left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line.
6-18.
A good pickup there at 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
6:37.
First down, the run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. Following
the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Carr. He completes it to Jordan Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Alex Okafor in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to it.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Point after, right down the middle. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
21.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is Harris. He won't go down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. A long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that route.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A Raiders first down, Carr hooking up with Cook.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Carr now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on third down. And he finds Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half the Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out comes the Raiders. Offense, they'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
6-18.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Extra. One down. 808.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Carr going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Carr now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. The pitch out to Lynch. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Express.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Alex Okafor in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Over.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready. You waiting?
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Yellow lady.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Good set, good set, good set. I'm coming after you. Got it. Good set, good set.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Saints on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready, ready.
Now Breeze. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ready. We're waiting.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Harris now to return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Breeze now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
29, 34, 29.
Here's Carr. And that's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Bree's going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. There was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. His throw incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Brees on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good set.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles. And it was Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Carr now on 1st down. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Carr gives to Marshall, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Express.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He'll get it up the middle, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Ready.
He's to throw on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Breeze. And some strong running. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 48 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Carr now to throw. Looking deep in the well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 47 yards.
Get set, get set.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Carr going to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Express!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll head to the Sideline and talk over what to do next. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Carr going to look to throw. And incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Take it at the 37. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. One final try here for Breeze. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.